I should have not been here today. So, I was in a car accident. I was in a pickup van. Well, in Jamaica we call it van. I think in other country they might call it truck. So it's like a double cab pickup that I was in. So you have the driver, and then you have the passenger seat, then the small seat around the back. That's where I was sitting. So I was heading to Kingston. So heading to Kingston now is like we're gonna head to like a little bridge. A little bridge like, but before we get to the bridge, there was a function before we get to the bridge. So I was looking, I think it was like a back to school thing they were having over there, but it was a very big function. And just like, oh, I passed the function a little bit. So we have to go up like on a hill like to go. So we are actually going underneath the bridge. And there was a car coming from Kingston End. I remember I said I'm heading into Kingston, and I was sitting around the back of the vehicle, and when I look, I see the car coming off the hill, and then I realize the car just turned into the lane that I was traveling in. And I was sitting there, and I'm telling you, it happened so fast. I'm telling you, when you're going to meet into an accident, by the time you snap your finger, it's happened. So I was sitting there, and when I look, the car just come and hit the vehicle that I was in. And the vehicle that I was in, when I tell you I shouldn't be here today, but God, I really, I really and truly think that God has a purpose for me. The pickup van that I was in turned over, turned over on the top, and the windscreen break out. And the next thing I know, I was flashed out of the pickup van into the main road. And I mean, it's a busy road that you have a vehicle coming back and forth. It's a busy road. It's more like a highway. And I was dashed out of the pickup in the middle of the road. And while I was lying there, I wasn't I wasn't unconscious, but I was so shocked and scared in the moment to see that I was thrown from a vehicle into the middle of the road. Everything going through my mind. Wonder if I was going to make it. If this was my last day on earth, or if I was going to if I was going to able to walk after seeing what took place. And while I was lying there, I could hear like a rush of people coming, and they were screaming and they were shouting, and they said, "Oh my God, that person must die. I don't think that person make it out. While I was lying there, I could hear devices talking. And in that moment, I'm telling you, God is really good enough. In that moment, when the crowd surrounded me, I couldn't move and I couldn't talk. Maybe it was out of fright, I couldn't talk. But while I was lying there, I heard a voice said, the voice was like, move, move. That's my family. Move. I've never forget that day. And the person was like, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Move, move. And like she started to shout out to some persons and she was like, get a car, get a car. We have to rush her to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, I was there and they like making checks and stuff like that. I'm telling you, I shouldn't be here today, but God. So this is just part one. This is just part one. Part two of the story is coming. So if this story have touched you so far and you want to hear part two and part three of the story, I'm going to ask you to click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, because I'm telling you, I'm letting you know that I shouldn't be here today, but God has a purpose for my life. So I'm going to say to you, subscribe for part two and part three. See you soon. Bye.